All right. Welcome back to The Big Picture. Stacia Nikin with us this morning. Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Thanks for coming on.
I'm so glad to be here.
You're getting ready for a trip, actually, though.
I am.
Where are you going?
This time tomorrow, I will be in Washington, D.C. with Honor Flight Columbus. And I'm so excited. It's the first flight of the year, and we're going to go and profile some of our local heroes who are getting a trip to see their war memorials and the monuments in D.C. built in their honor. And then at the end of the day, we get to celebrate them as a community with this homecoming at the airport that is just, if you've never been
really
to one of
cool.
these
Yeah,
homecomings,
it's special.
It's amazing. And I always say to people, you don't have to know someone to show up, to be part of this. Last year, I brought my son. He was on spring break, and we didn't know anybody who was coming home on the Honor Flight. We just knew Honor Flight was happening, and we made a sign. And I told him, I said, we'll just go. And when the veterans come home, you just stick out your hand and shake a hand. And it was so meaningful. It was such a special night. So I hope everybody shows up for
And do
the
they do
first
this
flight of the year.
Out of John Glenn, or is it out of Rickenbacker?
It's out of John Glenn, and you don't have to worry about security issues or anything. Like if you come to the homecoming tomorrow night, it's not past TSA. It's right there in the main part of the airport where we can all just be and celebrate. And there will be hundreds of people there. And it's so much fun because you can really see how much it means to the veterans to receive this homecoming. Many of them didn't get this, especially our Vietnam veterans. They didn't get a homecoming like this. So it's an opportunity to celebrate them and give them the homecoming they always deserved.
And for some of them, it's their first time going to see these memorials. And this is a quick trip, too. It's normally just like you land and you come back. It's
a crazy
exhausting.
schedule.
Yeah.
They pack it in. There is going to be, I mean, of course, we'll have the wall and World War II and Korea to make sure that our veterans get the chance to see the memorial built in the honor of where they served, of when they served. But then there's also the changing of the guard in Arlington, and that's always so meaningful to these veterans and so special for them. And I was looking at the list of veterans who will be making the trip this year. We have a 100-year-old female World War II veteran making this trip, and I'm so
that.
excited to meet her.
And I think,
my gosh.
I want to say Mitchell Hill, he's the World War II veteran I talked to around Thanksgiving, who just moved to Chillicothe from Florida to be back with his family. He just turned 100 2 weeks ago.
Oh my goodness.
And I believe this is the one he's on. It's either this one or the one coming up
It
in
might be the one
May.
coming up because there was only one 100-year-old veteran.
Okay, so he'll be on the one that's coming up in a couple months.
Yes, there will be 5 this year in the spring, and then they take a break when it gets too hot, and then there will be more in the fall, and then they take a break when it gets too cold. But there's approximately 80 veterans who will be on the flight each time. But isn't that awesome that we get to celebrate 80 veterans with these trips? Every couple of weeks, they're going to take some veterans to DC, veterans from Central Ohio. And it's such a special day. And we'll be on this trip getting to see the cherry blossoms in bloom.
Oh, beautiful.
So that will be extra special. I mean, this trip is always special, but I think that's just going to add a little extra something
Yeah.
to
You know,
the day.
I do commend all those older veterans who go on this, because my grandfather was a World War II veteran before he passed away. And we asked him, we were like, do you want to go on the honor flight? It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's kind of quick. He was like, I'm not going on that. He didn't want to get on the plane. So I'm like, oh my gosh, these 100-year-olds going to the airport, getting on the plane, going to DC. It's really incredible.
Huge day. And this is going to be my 4th honor flight. I am exhausted when I come back, but you're energized in a different way at the same time. I don't understand how these veterans, some of them 100 years old or
It's
more,
amazing.
they pack in this day and they will be more energetic than I am at the end of the day. It's really something. But that welcome home ceremony, I'm telling you, if you are able to be at the airport at John Glenn International tomorrow, if you can be there around 9 o'clock, we're going to there you go. Here's some scenes from the homecoming when we were there in the fall. Every time I'm part of, whether I'm standing in the crowd as one of the folks with the signs like I did with Johnny last year, or, there's Diana Braxton, one of our Marine veterans, or if I'm there on media and I know these folks and I've been able to talk with them throughout the day, I just bawl my eyes out. One year I participated as a guardian, and I had a 93-year-old World War II veteran, a female veteran, and walking out to see her take in that kind of celebration for her service, It's amazing. These veterans are so impacted by people showing up in this way. So if you get a chance and you can make it to the airport, oh man,
Put on your red, white, and blue.
oh, you will be so
And go
inspired.
on down there.
Yes.
That's so cool. And then Saturday, there's a special event for Vietnam veterans as well.
At National Veterans Memorial Museum, it is the Vietnam War Veterans Day this weekend. And on Saturday, it will be a welcome home ceremony. They have it every year at the National Veterans Memorial Museum to make sure our Vietnam War veterans are given that homecoming they didn't get. So this is specifically for them. And on Saturday morning at 10 a.m., I'll be emceeing this event. And we have two really incredible storytellers. We have Will Haygood, who is an incredible journalist and author, who is actually from Columbus. And he is very passionate about sharing the stories of our veterans. And then also Matthew Modine will be there. So a lot of folks know him from Full Metal Jacket, and he has taken a special interest in sharing the stories of our veterans as well. So the two of them are going to be part of this ceremony on Saturday where they highlight the storytelling of our veterans. And then as part of that day and the ceremony, we actually have a procession of Vietnam veterans where they will come in and we'll get to cheer for them and we'll get to give them that celebration.